What's up, guys? Tim Little, Matt Allen, welcome back to Tactical Bass. And today, got a special video for you. We're fishing together, doing some bass fishing. Should be a good one, fishing a new lake we've never been to. Come along, let's go.
A bass.
Oh, off to a strong start.
Strong start.
Giant.
We're on them. I like this lake already. Have to start somewhere. That is quite the start.
All right, guys, so today we're dealing with, like I said earlier, a new lake we've never been here before. So we're gonna cover water. We're throwing reaction baits. We're throwing A-rigs, jerk baits. Water temps are high 40s, low 50s. Hopefully they'll warm up throughout the day, but these fish should be feeding up. Typically when they feel that cold snap and just kind of that light switch kicks off, flips, and they start to chew. So hopefully that's what we're dealing with today, and we find some fish. Already got one in the boat. We're just gonna be covering water, like I said, moving quickly. If we need to, we'll slow down and finesse fish later on, but right now we're gonna explore this lake. We're looking for breaks, we're looking for little drop-offs, we're looking for hard cover, whether there's laydowns or rock or something like that. Again, never been here before, so we don't know, but we're gonna cover some water and see if we can find some more fish.
Buddy. Little swim bait fish. It's on that Swag LT. That was cool. Line through swim bait. You know, when we're showing up to a new place and we don't know what to expect, you've got options, right? You can finesse them, you can power fish. I personally like to get moving when I get to a new place because I don't know what it has to offer, right? I don't know the size of the fish. I don't know if there's a bunch of them or there's just a few. Every lake is different. The swim bait is one of those things that you can throw that will pull a lot of fish to the boat. Tim, are you still slinging an A-rig? Yeah, he's slinging an A-rig. I threw a jerk bait there at the very beginning, just fast moving baits that will pull fish up where you got a shot at getting bit, drawing them out, seeing them follow to the boat, right? Ways that you can quickly get a feel for what's going on. So far, I'm quickly getting a feel that there's a lot of smaller fish in this lake, but that could be random too. We may turn a corner and just blast them. It's way too soon to have any idea. I'm just glad we're getting bit. Golly, I love throwing a jig. That is the best. Pitch and jig. There's some laid down wood going from the shore into the water. So I picked up the jig, fired it over there. It's actually the compact pitch and jig. The water's cooled down so much I've switched to a Yamamoto double tail, which is what I like to throw in really cold water. Just dong! This jig bite is just special, man. Yep. Trying to find a pattern. Another tree sticking out into the water. Another fish on the jig. We're looking for a pattern, right? A place to start. You don't know what to throw in a new place. I mean, we get a couple reaction bites, and then I see that first hard cover, that first tree. Pick up the jig. Dong! You see a second one, get another bite. First pattern is secured. We could definitely run around and do this today. We'll keep throwing other things, see what else we can catch them on so we know which way we want to go, get a feel for the size in the lake, but it's good to know we've got something that they're gonna eat with some consistency.
Oh, got smoke on it. Dude. What in the world?
Of course it wasn't recording.
Oh.
That fish, ooh, hey dude, caught the jig. Obviously guys, we started finding a pattern, so I cut my bait off and put a jig on just in case. Picked it up, fired it shallow, went to lift on the first, you know, once I hit bottom, went to lift, and it was already heavy. That fish basically caught it. Same thing Matt's throwing, little compact pitching with that Yamamoto trailer.
In the ground. Too many perch out there.
Got him. That'll do. Talk about a skin hook. Boy, he barely had it on that swag LT. That was cool. That one was subtle. It just loaded up, which doesn't really happen with swim baits very often. It just got heavy. Crazy timing. Whoa, buddy. Look at that thing. Beautiful fish. Awesome. Slinging that swim bait. You got bit, right? Another nice one, but somehow he got fouled on that treble. It wasn't in his mouth. Nice fish though. Swimbait and a jig is definitely looking like the 1-2 punch for today. No complaints with either of those.
Yeah. Nice.
Camera was recording that time. Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Did you? What are you doing out there in the middle of nowhere? It's pretty fish.
Matt's getting them on the big swim bait. There's the little guy for you. Thanks, bud.
Got him. And no modern video is complete unless somebody catches one on a jig and minnow. It's like the new rules of the internet. No, seriously, that one's on the 4-inch stroll shad. Just throwing it out. Tim figured out there's some fish out deeper. So I tied on a stroll shad, fired it out there, you let it hit bottom, and then just steady shake with one hand, which is not hard because I'm freezing cold, so I just let my hand do what it wants to do. Just reel with the other one.
Just lost it again. Thanks, dude. Another nice largemouth. These guys are actually out deep. Complete opposite pattern from what Matt found with that bigger swim bait. Yeah, we're just fishing open water right now. Earlier, we were fishing shallow, isolated targets. Thanks, dude. Kind of two patterns, out deep, that little guy, or up shallow with a swim bait and a larger swim bait and a jig. Got the quantity, just not the quality. Obviously that bigger swim bait's pulling those bigger bites, but catching fish is fun too. Definitely develop 2 separate patterns, or 3 separate patterns. So this time of the year, obviously depending on wind and weather, you can kind of bounce between the 3 patterns. The deeper fish are going to be a lot less affected by those cold fronts and those storms running through. But while you can, staying up shallow, throwing that big swim bait seems to be working. But if you find yourself on the lake and you have a big cold front come through, kind of shuts those shallow fish down or repositions them, you can still go out and find those deeper fish and catch them. So it's nice to have that like 1, 2, 3 punch, different patterns going on.
Try that again. I don't always boat flip them, but when I do it twice. Another one on the stroll shad. I switched over from green shad to electric shad, just trying something different. Both seem to be getting bit, but you can see Tim picked the big bait back up. I think I'm there too. I think we've caught a lot of fish now. We've seen some different patterns. Now it's time to buckle down on the patterns that got the best bites and see if we can catch some more big ones. Got back on that bigger bait. Nice fish. That's Swag LT again. Getting it done.
There go with the old glide bait. Yes, sir.
One more good one on the swim bait. Changed the configuration on this thing. So this Swag, it's a line through bait and it comes with 2 hooks. All day long, I've been throwing through the belly to a treble hook that was line through. I wanted to try the jig hook today as well because there's a lot of grass, like old dying vegetation, and I keep just catching in that junk. So I went to the jig hook on the top of that bait. Hopefully you can see that. And that's what that one ate right there.
That's a beautiful fish.
Look how dark it is.
It's a really pretty smallie. Look how pretty this fish is, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that glide bait. It's a pretty fish.
Gorgeous. It's almost red.
Guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up there. Awesome day out on the water. You know, as we broke down this new fishery, well, we didn't fish a lot of it, but we fished different patterns. Matt really started out with those really big bites on that swim bait, a couple nice bites on the jig. Then we downsized and threw some finesse stuff and some clear water, but covered a lot of water and found basically those three patterns, right? The swim bait or the glide bait, the jig on laydowns and hard cover, and then the finesse stuff out there on grass lines and a little bit deeper water. But it's so much fun to get out on the water together and talk trash and catch some bass. So guys, as always, we appreciate the support. If you learned something from this video or you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys on the next video.